Good morning. It's Monday and raining slightly and the loons are crying, so that must mean it's time to talk about durable power of attorney. This is Dr. Mary Bates, and this is not personal medical advice, nor is this the opinion of my employer. It has come to my attention recently that a lot of people don't understand what a durable power of attorney is, and so I thought I would talk about it while we watch the rain fall and the loons serenade us. Or maybe they're done. We'll see. So, at the present time, you are perfectly capable of making your medical decisions, I assume. But, were you to have a car accident or a stroke or a degenerative neurologic condition such as Alzheimer's, you might not be in a position to be the best person to be making your medical decisions at some point in the future. And you would like now, while you're good at making decisions, to make the decision about who's going to be making your decisions for you at such a point that you are not able to make your decisions. Make sense? I hope so. And that is what a durable power of attorney is. People will sometimes tell me when I ask them if they've done this paperwork in the clinic, people will sometimes tell me, yes, I have a will. Will has nothing to do with it. A will is about your personal property, your house, your money, your stocks, your boat, whatever. And durable power of attorney is about who makes your decisions. You can have a durable power of attorney for financial matters, who makes your decisions about financial things, and they can be someone who doesn't get anything at all in your will. And then you can also have a durable power of attorney for medical decisions, and that's what we're going to talk about today, because I don't really care about your money. So durable power of attorney for medical decisions can be set up in the state of New Hampshire, and it's different in every state, of course. Can be set up in New Hampshire with a document that is found online. You fill out a number of things, you write in some addresses, and you need to get it notarized, by a notary public. Your doctor's office probably has a notary public. Your bank or your credit union definitely has one. I'd encourage you to do this and get it notarized. If it's not notarized, it's not valid. There used to be a provision for getting two people who are not named in the document to be your witnesses. I'm not sure if that provision still stands or not, but just get it notarized. It's not that difficult to do. So, maybe unless you're homebound, but I'll learn about that and get back with you on it. In New Hampshire, a durable power of attorney can make really all of your decisions, all of your medical decisions for you. And if you don't have a financial durable power of attorney, they can make your financial ones too. If you were in a state that you could not make them, here comes the eagle. That's why the loons are upset now. I don't know if it's probably not showing up on the camera. I don't see it on the phone, because the eagle is kind of the same color as the sky, but it's there. And there's a jet. When the clouds are low like this, everything is so loud. So in the state of New Hampshire, if you don't have a durable power of attorney, there is a thing called a surrogate that you can get instead of a durable power of attorney should you be, in the intensive care unit, unconscious, or in the hospital, delirious, or unable to make decisions, or communicate those decisions, or understand the importance of your decisions or the options or whatever. So in New Hampshire, if that happens to you and you don't have a durable power of attorney paperwork, the person who makes your decisions for you while you're in the hospital is set up by a sort of a right of succession. Your spouse gets to make them for you if you have a spouse. If not, your partner, your long-term partner, gets to make them for you if you have such a person. If not, I believe your parents are next. If you don't have parents who can act as your DPOA, then I believe your siblings can act as your DPOA. If you don't have siblings, your children can. And maybe it goes in a slightly different order. And at the bottom, eventually, if you have a long-term friend, your long-term friend can act as your DPOA if no one else is available, if you don't have any of those other things in your life. And these people can make your medical decisions for you while you are in the hospital, but they cannot make your financial decisions, and they cannot make your medical decisions after you leave the hospital if you are still unable to make your decisions. And in that case, somebody would have to go to court to get that right. And that's, expensive and time consuming and requires a certain amount of sophistication. So don't require that of the person who is being your DPOA. Just fill out the dumb documents. And actually one more little point I want to make, which will probably take me another 10 minutes to make. But anyway, one more little point I want to make, which I will make in greater length tomorrow, and that is that your people will often tell us, oh, just make the decisions that make sense. And that's actually not a thing, because the decisions that make sense for person A are not necessarily the decisions that make sense for person B. Now, those ducks actually illustrated that beautifully for us. 5 of those ducks flew off in a terror. Oh, one more goes. But 5 of those ducks are just hanging out there. 5 of those ducks assessed the danger of flying to be smaller than the danger of me. And 5 of those ducks assessed the danger of hanging out near me and slowly swimming away to be less than the danger of flying away when, the bald eagle is on the prowl. So, even among ducks, they assess risk and benefit differently among individuals. And people will also assess risk and benefit differently between, one individual and another. So please get a DPOA who knows how you would assess risk and benefit, because otherwise, otherwise it's very difficult for the medical staff when you show up in the hospital if you've had, a car accident or a big stroke. So please, it's all about me. Be nice to me, okay? All right, I'm just joking about that. Be nice to you, and have a wonderful Monday. Thanks for sharing part of it with me.